Hey everybody, Patty Ann here. Today I'm going to show you how to make these really cool earrings. The file is free. You can get it on the Embrilliance site. I'll have it linked for you down below. Here's the one that's in black. It's hard to see it. It's black and silver because of the black shirt or the black fabric I have underneath of this. But you can see how cute they're going to turn out. I don't have the findings on these yet. They're just laying there. But aren't they nice? They're adorable. And you can make them for any holiday, any outfit that you have. They're really super cute, and they're not that big if you don't like big earrings. So let's get started. Okay, there's two things I need to tell you about. One is that in the instructions it says to use the smallest hoop possible, and I kept trying to use this size of hoop, but it would never allow me to use it. It kept saying change to a larger hoop, and I don't understand why, because it looks like that would fit in there perfectly, so I'm not sure. Even though I hit the button within Embrilliance that said fit to hoop, it still wouldn't work. So I don't know if it's my machine or what it is. Okay, and the other thing I needed to mention to you was that I used two pieces of this fibrous water-soluble stabilizer. When I just used one piece, my pieces got distorted so small that I couldn't even see where the bobbin thread was for me to cut. So two pieces of the water-soluble stabilizer worked well for me. So now I'm going to get the hot water in a cup and put these in there and let this water-soluble dissolve. Okay, since I couldn't get my little small hoop to work, I'm going to still use the 4x4 hoop, but I'm going to do two sets of earrings in the 4x4 hoop. Remember that I said I'm using the fibrous kind of water-soluble. This isn't the type that we use for topper. This is the water-soluble fibrous kind. And I'm going to hoop two layers of it. So one, oops, stick into my fingers, two. And I found that that worked much better for me. Make sure that I put this the right way. Okay, there we go. And kind of make sure that everything is taut, and it's not, so I'm going to redo that right there. Okay, there we go, that's better. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have orange fringe and white, and then purple fringe and white for some outfits that I have that I'm taking on my vacation. So let's get started. Put this right in there. And embroidery, and go. So what should I do first? I'll do the purple first. So I need to put the purple thread in. Kind of a pretty lilac color. I usually use Floriani thread, but that's just because that's what I have. Because when I worked at the thrift shop, or not the thrift shop, the quilt shop, that's what they sold there. So since I worked there, I got a discount on it, so that's what I use. Alright, it's going to do the fringe first. That's the first step, and it takes about 2 minutes. Okay, this first part is done, and I want to show you what it looks like on the back. So if you can see the white, that is the stitching that I will be cutting with my seam ripper, because that's the bobbin thread, and that's going to allow this part to fringe up. But I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to continue on, and this time it's going to do the white part of the earring, so that's all the top part. And I'm kind of using a creamy white color this time. And this step will take 3 minutes. Okay, this first earring is done now. Again, I'm going to wait till all 4 of them are done before I trim the back. So let's continue on. I'll put this in, and it's going to trim, or it's going to stitch the purple on the next earring. Okay, these two have finished stitching. And now it's time to start with the cantaloupe color. So I've already threaded my machine, and this again will take about 2 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, it stopped stitching. Everything is stitched out, as you can see here. Now what I'm going to do now is to turn this over and start cutting the bobbin thread. So let's see if I can zoom in. I hope it doesn't get all blurry. Let's see. That looks pretty darn blurry. Will it get unblurry? Alright. Apparently I can't do that. So I'll scroll back out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to begin cutting the bobbin thread. I'll take my seam ripper and I'm just going to go like this and start cutting through here the white, you set it down, the white bobbin thread. Just go through carefully so I don't poke myself. Don't want to cut the orange. Oh, I just poked myself. Don't want to cut the orange. Just the white bobbin thread, and you're going to see what this will do. Maybe that's a good idea, to have my hand under here instead of on top. Yep, I think that's the secret. Okay, so I've cut all this bobbin thread right here. When I flip this over, let's see which one was it, this one. Now I'm going to be able to lift up these fringe pieces like this to make the fringe of my earring. Now how cool is that, right? And these are going to be really pretty. Look at that. You see that? So I'll do it on the other and then the purple. Well, let's do a purple one so you can see how that will look. Again, I think it's better if I hold my hand under here and do this. And it doesn't matter if it comes out of the hoop, because you are done stitching. Okay, you see how nice and clean that is right there. So let's turn it over to this side, and it's this one right here. Well, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then all I'll do is cut, so pretty. All I'll do now is cut these out and then put them in hot water to soak. That'll get rid of all of this. Well, I'm going to cut around them, but that'll get rid of all of the extra stabilizer that I used, the water soluble, and then I'll put the little findings on and I'll be good to go. So that's how easy it is to make these. Remember, the two adjustments I made was I used the fibrous stabilizer wash away. I used 2 pieces. I couldn't use my tiny hoop for some reason, so all I did was add another set into my 4x4 hoop. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll make some of these earrings. They're tons of fun and they turn out really cute. I'll have the links down below for you where you can get the pattern for free, and also where I got my findings and that kind of stuff. If you're in the market to buy something, I appreciate it when you use my links. It helps. So I hope to see you all again soon. I'm thinking of making some earrings for Halloween. I'm thinking of making some for Christmas as well, and maybe even for some gifts. So thanks again for joining me. Please subscribe, hit the bell, and give me a thumbs up. Bye for now.